Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown and Dunkirk, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives, to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives. From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
That's us. Do not adjust your TV. I'm not Doc Hamels. He's gone again. He's on a vacation. I expect him to call in today and tell you where he's at. And I'm Randy Burt. And I've got a cool show for you today. I've been talking to the guests. I got a fantastic guest today. I love when I can get my guests. Not much has changed in about the last 4 or 5 weeks since I hosted, but I do have one complaint. You probably know what acorns are, the little nuts that squirrels just love. Well, my problem is where we have to park, we park on the street. We got an acorn tree. I think they're oak trees. And we're plastered with acorns. All year long we have acorns and sap. And right now our cars are plastered with yellow jackets. And every time you go out, you got to try to get by the yellow jackets to get to the car. But as a kid, it was fun to get an acorn. And then to get the little top to it, and like the hat. But nowadays, it's like, I hate acorns. The squirrels love them. There's plenty of squirrels around. So today, I'm going to just get right into the announcement so I can talk to our guest. And Doc should be calling in sometime. So before I do that, you can call in the show at 716-753-5225, or you can email us. You can find us on Facebook at Chautauqua Sunrise, and we're live on Facebook on Saturday mornings. We'll be replayed twice a day all week, so you won't miss it. If you miss part of it, come back and watch it. And on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock, we're on WRFA Radio in Jamestown. So if you're in a car and you hear me talking, don't crash. Just enjoy it. So for our first announcement, Jeff, slide number 15. Infinity Visual and Performing Arts welcomes new photography, creative movement instructor. Infinity Visual and Performing Arts is proud to announce the addition of Madeline Nelson to their team of instructors. Maddie will be teaching photography and creative movement. Madeline's a 2022 graduate of Savannah College of Art and Design with a degree in photography. She's been performing art students since the age of 3, beginning her journey as Tiffany Wakely's Academy of Dance and moving to Dancing with Victoria, where she performed on the competition dance teams for lyrical hip hop and was one of the first students taking a point class. She's also a Little Theater Junior Guilder, where she enjoys performing locally and regionally. In high school, Madeline studied clarinet and was a member of the marching band, pit band, choir, and state swim team. She also performed in high school musicals, both on stage and as a tech crew member. I'm thrilled to have her back in town and giving to the performing arts community through Infinity, says Madeline. I'm excited to share my knowledge and passion for photography. Infinity Performing Arts is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing quality instruction in the visual and performing arts to students of all age. They offer a variety of classes and workshops in music, dance, theater, and visual arts. For more information about Infinity or to register for lessons with any of the instructor mentors at Infinity,
Doc's calling.
okay, please visit infinityperformingarts.org to register. I guess we have a phone call already. So, who's our phone call, Jeff?
Doc.
Doc who? I don't see Doc. Doc, are you there?
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, there you are. I thought you got stuck in an airport again.
Oh, don't even say that, please.
Why, you don't like spending
Good morning.
nights? You don't like spending nights at airports?
No.
Oh, so where are you anyways?
Right now we are in just east of San Juan in Puerto Rico. We'll be heading home today. We've had a fabulous time here. My oldest son and his wife celebrated a renewal of their wedding vows for 20 years. And we had about 14 family members here and another 10 friends and family. And so there was a whole bunch of us here, all in a big, like an Airbnb that holds a lot of people.
Man.
So we've been exploring this beautiful island. And gosh, if you haven't been to Puerto Rico, the people here are so friendly and it's just, very pleasant. It's warm and muggy here. Holy cow. Last night I looked up, the temperature was 85 degrees, and it felt like, according to the weather.com, they said 85 degrees, it feels like 98, and that was at 10 o'clock at night.
It's supposed to warm up a little more here. Really foggy this morning on the ride out, but they say next week's going to warm up, hardly any rain, so
Super.
I don't know if it's...
Get-
So,
Mhm.
you missed a couple family members down there, I hear.
I missed a couple family members. Who did I miss?
Brody and
Oh, Brody and Maverick. Yeah.
Maverick, yeah.
Your son is watching them for us.
I got about 5 words from him all week. I send him a message, I get 1 word, yeah, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's on his own vacation with the dog.
It's good for him, because, you know me, I don't like dogs too much, but, I try to get along with them.
Well, let me first say good morning to Erin. I think she's there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. As I told you, unfortunately, I couldn't be there, but I know you got a lot of good things to share about Greystone Nature Preserve, and you and Randy will have a good time talking about that. And I do encourage people to call in. So, Randy, I'm not going to keep you and your guests. I'm going to just say buenos dias, and we'll see you next week, okay?
Well, hopefully you won't get stuck on the way home, but hopefully you'll be here next week. We'll see you later, Dak.
All right, thanks a lot for covering. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
We have a Cash Bash returns next week. Cash Bash at the Reds, October 5th. Grand prize, $3,000. $100 tickets admit 2 people, 8 cash prizes for a total of $7,500. Celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Palace Theater with the return of Cash Bash. Party on our stage with your friends and enjoy cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and fun features, a wine pull, and silent auction. No more than 300 tickets will be sold. That's good chances. Need not to be present to win. Buy your ticket, button, or call. Visit our box office at 716-484-7070. And the box office hours are Monday through Friday, noon till 5 p.m., Wednesday, noon till 8 p.m. All proceeds benefit Reg Linnae Center for the Arts. And they have several sponsors here. Century 21, Jamestown Area Community Federal Credit Union, my buddy, Four Aggies Bar and Grill, Art Cloth and Craft, Biodome Project, Hotspot Cafe, Lebernath Press Company, pardon my pronouncing that, Oriental Trading Company, my friends out at Steiner's Pub, the Chop House on Main, and the Pub. So they got plenty of great sponsors. Let me make sure I got this in the right order. Hey, there it is. We're going to cut this one a little short. It's going on for the next month. Doc will probably talk a little more about it next week. But Dunkirk, New York, September 25th. The Northern Chautauqua Community Foundation, NCCF, announces its annual Stacktober Sock Drive. Will take place during the month of October. Socktober is a month-long initiative aimed at collecting warm socks for individuals and families in need. This year, the need is more significant than ever as rising costs and increased homelessness has left many without basic necessities. You can get more information by calling Leslie Wiley at 716-366-4892 or LWILLE at nccfoundation.org. And they're located in Lakeshore Drive in Dunkirk, New York. My friends out at Panama Rocks are having their Fall Foliage Festival September 30th today. It starts at 10, so right after the show, get out there. October 1st, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Panama Rocks Scenic Park. It's located at 11 Rock Hill Road, Panama, New York, 14767. Mark your calendars for the Panama Rocks Foliage Festival today and Sunday. Arts, crafts, music, food, blacksmithing, glass blowing, chainsaw carving, fall and Halloween activities, and more. The festival is free to enter. Field parking is $5 a vehicle. Entrance to Panama Rocks Scenic Park at nominal prices or normal prices. Experience the harvest with us. Vineyard tour and tasting. October 1st, 12 p.m. 21 Bricks Winery, 6654 West Main Road, Portland, New York. Weekends this fall, October 1st, October 7th and 8th. Spots are very limited. Time to check out what's happening in the vineyard on one of our beloved vineyard tour tastings. This year it's so busy that we only offer 4 tours. So if you've been wanting to join, now is your chance. The tour includes a behind-the-scenes look at what we've got going on harvest, tastings, a glass of wine, and character, all for $40 a person. Chautauqua County Department has announced a free rabies vaccination clinic. Animals must be pre-registered to receive vaccinations. Vaccinations will be provided free of charge to dogs, cats, and domestic ferrets. They're going to have it on October 7th from 1:30 to 4:30 at the Town of Gary Highway Garage, 4675 Route 60, Gary, New York. And it's Gary, not Jerry. The clinic is co-sponsored by the Town of Gary and Chautauqua County Health Department. Dr. Katie Ball will be attending physician. Veterinarian, not a physician. There's also a limited number of spots available, so pet owners should pre-register online as soon as possible. If you register, you decide not to attend the event, please cancel your appointment so the spot is available for another pet. You can cancel appointments via confirmation email you receive when you register. Walk-ins may be accepted toward the end of the clinic, but not guaranteed. Jeff, slide number 19.
Give them the phone number down at the bottom.
Oh, the clinic is area code 716-985-4715. Slide number 19, Prevention's Work Pumpkin Party, Saturday, October 14th, 2023, 4 to 8 o'clock, sensory sensitive hour from 3 to 4. It's located at the Chautauqua County Fairgrounds, Ag and Expo Building, 1089 Central Avenue, Dunkirk, New York. Activities will include trick or treat, costume contest, music, face painting, coloring and crafts, games, food, and more. Please note the select items will have a slight cost to them. Questions, give them a call at 716-664-3608 or email Hallie, Hallie, at preventionworks.us. And I guess that's it for announcements today. I survived. So right now we're going to have a PSA and then we're going to get right into the show.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over.
When you see lights,
vests,
Or reflectors.
Please, give us some room. Slow down and move over.
when you need us.
We've got your back.
do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
Slow down. I mean, I've been reading a lot about highway workers and first aid and all that, you know, police getting run over, so you can slow down. It's not going to kill you to slow down for a couple seconds. So my show today is something not new to Chautauqua Sunrise, but the guest is. So today, from Greystone Nature Preserve, here she is, Erin McSweeney.
Hello.
Hi, Erin. I'm glad you could make it.
Me
I
too.
mean, I'm not Doc Hamels, but I'm sorry, but
It's okay.
but so you're working there. But before we start on Greystone, so where are you from?
I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo.
Yes, more specifically West Seneca, but I like to say both.
Trying to think where West Seneca is. It's right when you get to Buffalo on 90. I
Yes,
think so. I think my grandmother used to get birds out there.
it is.
But Buffalo. So how did you end up down on this end of the world and at Greystone?
So I ended up at SUNY Fredonia because I was looking to go away for college, but I didn't want to go too far in case I just ever felt the need to go home. I also wanted to go to a SUNY school, so Fredonia was a very good option. I toured it, I liked it, so I chose to go there. And then last spring, they had a job fair. And as I was walking around throughout all of the tables, I saw something that said Greystone Nature Preserve. So I stopped because I do like nature. And I decided to talk to the girls sitting there. They said that they had volunteer and internship opportunities, and I took it up with them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get into where is Greystone?
Greystone is by Bear Lake. It's about 15 minutes from my college. I don't know the exact location.
Somewhere off of
It's off Bear
380
Lake Road.
380 to Bear Lake Road, somewhere in there.
Yes.
Old Chautauqua. I've been by it. I haven't ever been there yet. I wanna.
Oh, you have to go.
But we were out for a ride one day, and I just, I expected Bear Lake to be a pond. It's a big lake.
It's a lake.
I mean, I'm getting old, and it's like I've never been there. I've seen signs for it all the time, but so you got in as a, I forgot what you call it now. You're an intern.
An intern, yes.
So what's your job at Greystone?
So my official title is the media director of Greystone. However, I've been doing a bunch of different things there, which I love. I've been making simple things like this advertisement, move it on the screen, and some flyers. I've been working on promoting their new Celebration of Life events, which I'm in the works of making brochures, business cards, putting information online for them. But besides all of that stuff, I've also gotten just some great learning experiences in nature, which one of them being I had a full fresh meal from their garden, and that's something I've just never had, is a whole entire fresh
You're from
meal.
Buffalo. Everything comes in a store.
Yes,
It
or a
doesn't
fryer.
grow. It doesn't grow. It just comes in the store. They get it somewhere.
Right, so
Actually,
that was really fun, eating a whole fresh meal, and it was really good, too. I also made apple cider with them.
Ooh.
Picking apples from a tree, making apple ciders with it.
So how big is Greystone? I mean, is it like an acre, 2 acres?
Oh.
Bigger?
Greystone is 72 acres.
72
of land.
acres?
Yes.
So, I mean, 72 acres, there's got to be a lot to do. Is there like trails? Is there...
Oh, yeah. So they have so much going on there. They've got all of these trails where you can go forest walking or forest bathing. And they have a water pump that you use your hand to bring up the water.
Ooh,
and it
yeah.
actually comes from 100 feet under the surface.
Jeez.
So, yes.
Water.
They've got the chickens in the chicken coop. They like to use them as teaching tools, especially with younger kids that come. They have a fish pond with all the fish.
Jeez.
They've got bird feeders. They've got bird nests that they put up at certain times of the year. Oh, they've got so much going on there.
Oh my gosh. Now, people that come there, are they kids, they adults, or?
Oh, all ages. And
ages.
that's something that Greystone likes to emphasize. They like to educate people of all ages, all ability levels. It doesn't matter, young, old, small, whatever. They like everyone to come, give them new experiences, teach them something about being outside.
Awesome. Well, I grew up in the country. Now I'm in the city, which I absolutely hate. But we grew the food. My dad liked to grow strawberries, and we grew pumpkins. One year, I sold 50 little pumpkins to a guy for 10 cents a piece. But strawberries was my dad's favorite. He potatoes, but he would sell us strawberries in June, and we would take a trip to the Adirondacks Mountains in July with the money that he made off strawberries. So
That's cool.
it wasn't bad to take a vacation up to the Adirondacks. And as a kid, it was a long ride. But I picked strawberries, but I'd picked them, and the next day I was going to summer school, and I couldn't walk. My foot was absolutely killing me. Well, dumb me, I picked them with flip-flops on, and I got bit by a snake, and I didn't know it.
Oh my gosh.
And we were starting to head to the Adirondacks for a trip. We made it to Niagara Falls for the night. Went back the next day, and I had to go to the hospital and get a shot. And I still didn't know I'd been bit by a snake, so got a little fear of snakes. And,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, they're all over. As a kid, they were just everywhere. But I mean, probably up there you like to find snakes and show them off. Probably know a little more about them than I do.
Not me. Maybe Diane and Bill would know more about
I
snakes.
mean, I wouldn't know a snake,
I'm not a
one
snake
that's safe
expert.
to a rattler. So, what else do you do up there? And
So, to talk about the celebration of life more, those are the events that are up and coming, and I've mainly been working on promoting those and putting everything together for that. So, to tell you what they are, Bill and Diane have started these celebration of lives just with their close friends or families by planting a tree in memorial of a deceased person or family member. And it's really nice. It's a really nice way to just bring new life into the world after someone's passed. It's a very honorable, memorable, personable ceremony, and they wanted the opportunity to expand that to the public. So now I am working on getting the message out
Awesome.
there.
so, certain kind of a tree, or you pick what kind of tree you want planted?
So I believe they said they are trying to do all oak trees, but they're pretty big sized trees. They grow very tall.
Is that the one with the acorns in them?
I don't know.
As long as you don't
I
got to
don't know.
park under them.
Yeah, you don't have to park under them.
Squirrels, as they say, squirrels love them, but parking under them is horrible. They have a different thing every part of the year. From spring, they drop this squiggly stuff on you.
Oh yeah.
It just, you can't keep a car clean.
No,
I
you
open
can't.
up my hood, it's like full of this green, yellowish, whatever. And so,
Yeah.
do you get quite a good turnout for this? Do you get a lot of people that have the
For
trees?
the events?
Yeah.
So we haven't really started publicly doing them yet. So for the ones that Diane and Bill have had with their friends, family, whatever, you know, you can invite however many people you wish. There's no certain amount, more or less. You just pick a day to honor a tree. You can have a whole ceremony. And then Diane and Bill are the celebrants of it. So they'll say like a few words. Diane will invite the attendees to make a feather bundle.
Now, what is a feather bundle?
A feather bundle is just what it sounds like. It's all these feathers in a little bundle, and each of them have different meanings. So they're very unique meanings to the feather.
Awesome.
Yes.
I've been to like celebrations of life on the Chautauqua Bell one time, and that was unreal. Pearl Harbor, where you throw the lei in the water, and as you go by the Arizona Memorial and stuff. But it's nice. I think that's just the way to go anymore.
Yeah.
Get the people together. They're outside getting fresh air
Yes,
instead of
it
in a
is.
stuffy funeral home. And
Right, and it's a great way to give back to the planet too. And even if like the weather is rainy on the day you choose, Diane and Bill can have a giant tent set up
jeez.
so everyone can go underneath it. Attendees are welcome to bring drinks or food, but that would have to be provided by them. But more than welcome to. Bill provides music, either with his guitar or with a Bluetooth speaker, whatever the attendees want. And I'm really excited for it. Yeah.
yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So, other things. One of the things I read on your site was you rent it out for like weddings and
Yes, they can do that.
different events. And
Yes.
have you seen one yet, or
I have not.
they have like a gazebo, or do they just go out like in the field? Or?
So they have a cabin, and then they also have like the college lodge. So there's like a few different indoor areas where they could host something, or obviously the whole 72 acres outside. They can host whatever they want
Awesome.
outside.
Had to bring your chickens. Now the college lodge, that used to be Fredonia's. Is it now part of Greystone? I've heard something about it, but
So it's both.
Both?
It's like Greystone's, but it's also Fredonia's. However, Fredonia doesn't really take advantage of it that much, which is disappointing.
Yeah.
So if anyone from my school's faculty is watching this, you should take advantage.
Oh, really? I've been there a couple times, mostly taking somebody there, but I've been in it. It's pretty nice.
Yes, it is.
And it's not that far from Greystone.
No, it's not. It's just up the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what other things do we have going on out at Greystone?
Oh, the question is more like, what don't they have
Don't you
going
have-
on? Oh, they have so much going on all of the time. To give a few examples of just some events or like occasions over the past year, they've had the Girl Scout troops come. They've had the Boys and Girls Club come a few times. They've had Japanese students come. And when these like big groups of people come, they usually like to give them like a tour of the property, go on a nature walk, talk to them about the chickens, the water well, just give them like an overview. They've also, what else do they do? They've also celebrated Earth Day at my school's campus at Fredonia and at JCC's campus as well. They have, I believe her name is Christina Jarvis. Her environmental literature class comes to Greystone either at the end of every semester or in the spring semester, but she has her class plant a tree there as just part of the class.
Yeah, wow.
So that's really nice. They do like the job fair and activities nights events. They have volunteer Sundays are very important there because they cannot take care of the 72 acres of land without the help of the volunteers. So that's a necessity.
So how do the volunteers get to work there? Do they have a paper to fill out, or do they just come up and
Yeah. They
talk
just
to
come up.
Diane and Bill?
Yeah, they just come up every Sunday, maybe from like 2 to 4, 1 to 4, and we just do whatever Diane and Bill needs to get done. It's usually just some stuff outside. It's
People are
nice.
good, aren't they? I mean, you get a lot. I've done a lot of volunteering, and it's just the people you get. And it's not a real job. I mean, it's fun.
It is.
You're not
It's
worried about a
really
boss
nice.
coming after you. And it's like,
No, it's a really nice break, even on, because I'll go for volunteer Sundays too. It's a really nice break from just doing my homework in my room all day to just go outside, to be outside in nature.
yeah.
It's really nice.
sounds like it. So I got a question.
Yeah.
I've met them. Your thoughts on Diane and Bill? Aren't they some?
My thoughts on them?
They are awesome, aren't they?
Oh, they are the best. They are the most welcoming people ever, and that's like what makes Greystone so good. It's because Diane and Bill own it, and they are so welcoming. They welcome everyone, and they're just so sweet. They're minimalist. They love sustainability. They're just the sweetest.
And they started it too. It's been quite a few years, I think.
They did.
I forgot how many years they run.
Oh, I forgot how many
Started
years
out
too.
just what a path.
Yes, but yeah, they started it all, and everything that Greystone is, does, whatever, Diane and Bill.
Awesome.
They made it happen.
So, they're chickens. Which came first? Did they get the eggs or the chickens?
Not this question.
Nobody's ever going to figure out
I
the
have no
answer.
idea. Well, they got the chickens first. I know
got the
Diane and
chickens.
Bill got the chickens before they get the eggs, because they get all their eggs from their chickens.
So how many chickens do you think they have?
Definitely 10. I would say 10 is a close number to however many
I
they have.
remember cleaning my grandparents' chicken pen. Like, ugh. But getting eggs, and get out of there, chicken.
Yeah, I actually love the chickens there. Sometimes they like follow me around, and I'm like, I don't know why I don't have anything for them ever. But yeah, they love the chickens because the chickens give them like manure and eggs, and they give the chickens like organic food and let them free range all the time.
Awesome.
They never would have their chickens like cooped up.
Now they have a dog,
Beanie.
Beanie.
Oh, Beanie. What a wonderful part of Greystone. I love Beanie.
Kids love them when they come up too.
Oh, kids, adults, everyone loves Beanie. Who wouldn't love Beanie? Beanie is also a part of the environment at Greystone. As you can see in this picture, Beanie in the Boys and Girls Club. Beanie is just so sweet. She likes to run in front of the golf cart, which is kind of scary because it's like, I don't want to run her over.
Yeah, really.
But she doesn't care.
Get over.
So yeah, it's Beanie.
I don't have a lot of luck with golf carts, so I'll stay away from that. I was at the Ride for Roswell one year, and
Oh yeah.
they gave us a ride out to the parking lot in a golf cart. Well, I'm sitting on the back. We stop where they're going to let you off, and Jeff and his brother, oh, we're way down there, so the guy is going to take them way down to the car. And I've got my foot caught in the back of this, and the guy takes off. I go, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh my God.
I almost got dragged across University of Buffalo parking lot.
That would not be good.
So I try to pick up my big legs and get off that thing, and then all of a sudden they take off. It's like, help.
Oh my gosh.
So other rentals besides weddings and like the services for people that passed away. What else do you rent it out for? Just parties? And
Oh my gosh, they can rent it out for anything that you would like. I know that they've had like alumni events at the College Lodge, I believe, for like Fredonia alumni. They've had like, this was them, they didn't rent this out, but they threw like an intern party last year for all the interns. They are very welcoming, and they wouldn't mind probably throwing almost any kind of little event. You just have to call and plan it out with them.
it's
But,
outdoors, most of it.
yeah,
I mean, the college lot. That's not bad.
right.
So, you know, like something like the cost of celebration of life, what it would cost to plant a tree?
Yes, so the cost is set at $600 even, which might sound like a lot at first, but if you really think about it, everyone, if you're planning a normal or like an average funeral service or memorial service, you're going to be paying a lot more than $600, a lot more than $600. So it really is worth it.
Yeah, do you get a plaque with a tree or just a tree?
You do get a certificate. I am also in the midst of designing that
nice.
as well. Yes.
I have 2 questions. It says, can you set up now, but I don't really know what it means. Or contact to set up. These are messages I got. I'm not really
That's okay.
sure what. I don't know.
I'm thinking they meant like, how do you organize this, or how do you plan it out, maybe?
That could be.
So I am going to be uploading information on Greystone's website very soon, probably within the upcoming week or 2. But until then, if you wanted a little head start into planning one of these, you can just give Greystone a call, give Diane a call. Her number is 716-679-6603. And they would be more than welcoming or ready to start planning these for anyone that wishes.
Now, is Greystone a summer place, or is it open through the winter?
So they are open dawn until dusk from, like, where is it? Sorry. April until November. I had to get the months right. Dawn until dusk, April through November. So not during the winter months, because they actually head to Florida.
Oh,
Lucky
man.
them.
Florida. They
Yeah.
must be getting ready to go here, getting their suitcases packed.
Yes.
But,
Yeah, they go at the end of November, I believe. Yeah,
But
December.
I would. We have some more pictures, I think, Jeff. We'll bring them up here and talk about them.
Yeah.
Abracadabra. There, I know those 2.
Yeah, so that's Diane and Bill. We love them. And something they're also big on is they have a peace pole, actually.
Peaceful.
Yes, a peace pole. And it's in like the center area of their nature preserve, and it's exactly what it sounds. It's a pole that represents peace, and peace just with everyone, with different cultures, different people. They're very big on peace.
Man, I guess.
Yeah.
So what else you got here, Jeff? Is this your cottage?
Oh, this is actually part of their house.
Oh.
Yes, because this is their house on the nature preserve.
Okay.
And you can see actually part of the solar panels that they have.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So because they're so big on sustainability, they had these solar panels put in for all of their electrical needs.
Wow.
So everything electric there is from these solar panels.
I can't see why people complain about solar panels.
Me either.
Windmills, yeah. Solar panels, like, I mean, they're just there. They don't seem to, I don't know what happens to them if they break, if there's something in them, but they, no, I think they're awesome. A guy at work had solar heat back in the 70s when I worked, or 80s when I worked with him, so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know much about them besides how much they help the environment.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
know that. So.
Well, we got the Boys and Girls Club with the pooch.
Yes, I know, like, Beanie was, like, with them singing Happy Birthday one time or whatever. They all had, like, hats on.
Oh, jeez.
So cute. Beanie is, like, the little Greystone Nature Preserve mascot.
That's good. I could see me. I'd be like, Dog would come up and lick me, and I'd, rah! I've always been afraid of dogs.
Oh, Beanie is not a dog to be scared of, though. Trust me. She's not. She's
I
so
think
sweet.
this is one of your paths?
Yes, this is also the Boys and Girls Club. And right here they're going on some sort of nature adventure, as you can tell. Walking around, having a good time.
Got a lot of deer.
You know, I actually haven't seen
Haven't
any
seen
deer
any
there.
Deer up there, really.
Any time that I was there, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. I used to like to walk the path down in Jamestown. You'd have all these flowers, and I'd put the camera up there. And you get this little white flower, and you look inside, it's got a bee in there, and it's got like a daddy longlegs or a praying mantis that's caught it in there. And it's, I mean, when you really get down and look at them, you can see a flower, but when you get right up to them there, and
Oh, yeah.
there's some wild stuff you don't know that's actually going on.
Oh, yeah. There's so much going on with flower. I'm like, ooh, that takes me back to, like, 7th grade science, learning about flowers.
Did you have flowers in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No gardens, but flowers.
Yes.
You're not too far from the garden area, Eden, and
No.
it's a big area.
I
but-
pass Eden on my way to Fredonia.
Do you?
I do, yeah. So Eden is probably in between Buffalo and Fredonia, in the middle.
Yeah, go the back way up.
Yes. This is a hand pump water well.
Oh, I remember having
That I
one
was
of them. I don't
talking
think it
about.
ever worked. I think we had one, and we always pretended, that it worked, but
Yeah, I actually haven't even used this myself yet, which is crazy. So when I go back there either this Sunday or Monday, I'm going to ask them to use this.
yeah, so the water's drinkable, or?
Yeah, and it's from, like I said, 100 feet under the surface, and it is drinkable.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what they
crazy.
call it. We used to go, as a kid, there'd be pipes out of different places for spring water coming out.
Yeah.
You just step beside the road and fill it and drink it.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I don't know.
Nowadays, they make you pay for your
Yeah.
water.
Oh, yeah. Pay for
Yeah.
water. But when you live, like, out in the country, sometimes you want that paid water because some of that well water's not the greatest. We got, here's your Japanese students.
Yes, the Japanese students. Diane said that they were so interested in everything there. And it's really nice. She said she really likes to see the enjoyment on kids' faces, learning something new about nature, because if you really think about it, kids are just in school all day, college kids are in school just doing homework all day, And now younger kids are just getting handed like electronics.
Oh, yeah.
So
They don't know what it's like to go outside.
no, they don't know what it's like to go outside. And even sometimes I forget what it's like to go outside.
I'm getting
like,
that
it's
way.
not
I mean,
good.
as I say, I live in the city now. I don't dare go outside.
Yeah, no,
Like,
going outside is great.
You got a gun? You got a gun? We have a lot of shootings where I live. I live on a one road, both sides. So it's not the
Oh my
nicest part of
gosh.
Jamestown. We're getting out of there. We bought a house and we're going to be moving at least to the other side of town. I think it's a little better, but it's really bad.
Yeah.
So this, I'm going to take it's one of your trees.
Yes, this is, I forget his name. This is one of their friends or acquaintances, and this is him putting up one of the Celebration of Life trees, or fixing it up, I should say. And yeah, so this is what they look like when they start out. I mean, obviously they start out as no tree, but then they get to there, and then they end up being these huge, fully grown trees. They have one, the first one that they planted, that is huge. It's significantly grown more than the rest. But their goal is for all of that green space to be filled with these memorial trees. They want it to be a whole memorial garden.
Do they get to pick their spot?
Yeah, they should be able, I mean, within the memorial garden, within that premise of land, like, yes, they could pick their spot on that, like, section of Greystone.
Let's see. Walk around all day. Maybe not. No. Here.
Yeah, you could be walking around forever, and there's already trees everywhere, all over the property. There might not be room on the other side of the property.
Trees, they grow fast. When I was like 1990s, we lived in DeWittville, and we planted the little, I don't know what you call them, like evergreens or Christmas tree kind. Planted like 25 of them. I go by that house now, and they're higher than the wires. I think they're into the wires. People probably like, why did he ever plant them? Never expected this little seedling thing to grow.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's like, they're huge.
Yeah.
And people are like, why do you put these little orange flags around so somebody don't mow over them?
Yeah, so you don't mow over them, really.
Yeah, I go by there and they're probably cursing me out every time because they're in the wires. And I put them up. I wanted just high, instead of a fence, just privacy. But yeah, so much for that.
Yeah.
So there's looks like a stone.
Yes, I believe this is a memorial tree that their good friend Mary, I've actually met Mary before. Hello, if you're watching, Mary. She probably is. I believe this is for one of her family members, and she had the stone made and put there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're using regular stones and that pieces of metal, and
Yeah.
stone will last longer.
Right, it's very nice. And there's already a small collection of the trees growing up there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
So we have 11 minutes. If anybody like to call into the show, 716-753-5225. And you can talk to Erin. And if you have any questions, I was hoping, Diane and Bill would call in, but I think you said they were going somewhere.
Yes, they are in Pennsylvania right now. Diane's getting hearing aids. I don't know if she wants me to announce that on TV.
What's she getting?
But they actually told me when I was speaking on the phone with them before the show, they told me that they were going to call in, and they told me that they were going to be watching the show. So I'm not sure if they had some electrical problems or if they got the show up and running.
Phone call.
Oh, speaking of phone
we
calls.
got some.
Hey, good morning, caller.
Hey, good morning, caller.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, could you turn your set down? We're getting a feedback on it.
Yeah, I turned it off. We turned it off.
How are you?
We're doing great.
Yeah.
Are we live now?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay. Well, hi. We see Erin. We're so happy Randy's doing a great job.
Oh, hi, Diane.
Hi, modern. We're sitting in Pittsburgh where we had to come down for medical reasons, but we're very happy that the show was able to present Greystone in such good detail. Thank you, Erin, and thank you, Randy.
Oh, we're having a ball.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here representing you.
You guys sent me a great guest.
She is. She's a real representative of SUNY Fredonia. I have worked with interns for over a decade now. Of course, we feel she's like the best.
All right.
Oh, stop it. Stop.
Well, you told me that on the phone earlier today. Yeah, we're having a good time. You guys got anything you want to say about Greystone while we got you on?
Yeah, we're very excited that Greystone is moving to this new idea of planting memorial trees. And as Erin said so well, it's a way for people to celebrate the passing of a loved one that puts roots into Chautauqua County, that actually is a living thing that can live and grow and accept the whole universe and be part of it. So we're very excited to think that we're opening a place for people to be able to plant memorial trees. And we do rely on Ron Cook and his Native Roots Nursery to supply us with mostly native trees, but definitely older trees that have a good chance to survive. Because even though Erin hasn't seen any yet, there are lots of deer living around.
Oh, we do have the deer.
Bunnies, mice, voles, moles, everything else that likes to nibble on new trees.
How about bears?
So when we plant a new tree, we get trees that are 11 to 15 feet tall.
Wow.
And then they have and then we protect them.
And we're hoping that we can eventually fill that whole field up with trees. It's environmentally the right. There's so many trees that are disappearing in other places of the planet. That's the least we can do is to plant some trees for the future. And so we hope to fill that field up someday, and that'll become a forest.
I see some of the trees, you wrap something around the bottom. Is that like PVC, or is it just a wrap that you can pull off when they get bigger?
It's a little bit of a wrapping.
Right there we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that? That's exactly the part of the tree that the mice and the moles and everybody likes to nibble. That would be, if all the earth were your grocery store, and something new came into it, that's exactly where you would go to say, well, what is this? I'll take a nibble of this. And so that's what happens when we put anything in the ground.
Oh.
All the native animals have a little nibble. So that protective disc around the trunk is preventing the smaller creatures from nibbling. And then the two stakes and the guy wire that hold the plant exactly in position also help to keep the deer away from using the tree for rubbing.
Really?
Male deer like to leave a scent on the tree. And to do that, they can actually rub off all those limbs from the top of Ron's hat on down.
Oh, jeez.
So we protect that part of the tree, too.
It's exciting.
And then, of course, you can see there's a big puddle of water in the picture where we nurture these trees. We water them until they're on their way to being a part of the Chautauqua County landscape.
So what's a good time to plant trees? Any time of the year, fall, spring?
Good question, Randy. The best times are the fall and the spring because we're looking for the rain.
Uh-huh.
And we certainly don't want this tree to be in having to deal with the drought of summer, which always happens, nor the cold, bitter days of winter. So
Okay.
what we like to do is plant the trees ahead of time. So that's a time for the experts to get it put in the soil just right, to get it protected and staked and nourished. And then, whenever the participants would like to have a ceremony, Bill and I will be there with chairs and tents and musical instruments and whatever the people would like to hold a ceremony to honor the person that the tree has been planted for.
It's also appropriate to scatter cremains as well, if the possibility would exist.
We have one college teacher. I think it's just priceless. She planted a tree for each one of her parents, and she will come up periodically, maybe on birthdays or whatever. And at home, she has saved the petals from the funerals, the formal funeral, and she'll come up and just scatter those petals around the tree. What a nice way to give yourself some time to think of a departed parent and to honor them.
Man, I guess. I mean, going to a cemetery is, I don't know. You go there, but something like this would be pretty awesome.
I think so too.
Yeah, you know, Randy, in Victorian times, were considered pleasure parks. And
Cemeteries.
People would go there with picnic baskets. It was a place within the town or near the town where people could be in the country and still be very elegant. So they would come out in their carriages and have picnics in the cemeteries. And they were social areas. And we kind of moved away from that as the funeral business expanded and cemeteries came out of the public hands and more into the formal burial. So this gives you another choice to have a place where, if you wanted to be in the thinking area of someone that you love, you could come up here and have some solitude for meditation.
That is awesome. Yeah, cemeteries, I don't want to be in one. I've told my kids just to spread my ashes anywhere. Well, Hawaii or another place, but just spread them. And I don't want to be kept in a jar, or definitely don't want to be in a grave. So, hey, you guys got a good idea there.
Yeah, think about it, Randy. There, as a symbol, a tree waving in the Chautauqua breezes, and your roots might be fed by your own ashes. Anything's possible.
Oh, really? Well, thanks for calling. We're down to about a minute, 10 seconds.
All right. Bye there.
Thank you for a great show.
Hey, thanks for sending Erin.
Bye, Diane. Bye, Bill.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, Erin, you got about a minute. Is there anything you'd like to say?
There is, so two things really quick. So this sign right here, it's just for forest walking at the nature preserve. It also can be called forest bathing in other cultures. And actually in other cultures, you can say you need to go forest bathing and your bosses and stuff will let you just take a few minutes in nature. So that Diane and Bill wanted to offer to the public, done till dusk, April through November. If you call in advance, that would be appreciated. And then last thing, I wanted to say thank you to the community, thank you to all of the volunteers that Greystone has, and thank you, Randy and Doc Hamels, for having me.
Real quick. Phone number.
Phone number?
Oh, for Greystone?
Yeah. Or
the phone number for Greystone is 716-679-6603.
well, thanks a lot, Erin.
Thank you.
That went fast, didn't it?
It did
Now you're
go
a TV
fast.
star. I'd just like to
Yeah.
thank Jeff, Chris. Justin's gone this week. He's dog sit. And hopefully next week, Doc will be back and not stuck some airport like last trip. Have a great week, folks.